Alright, live from the boys' room. It's another Evie and Shmee Schmeckle story. And if you are not Thomas or Benjamin watching this, my brothers, you won't understand anything that's going on, but that's okay. Alright, shout out to Benjamin, who was there, asleep, and Thomas, who was, where are you? There you are. So Thomas, what happened on the last Shmee Schmeckle and Evie story?
Let's see, I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't remember.
Well, how can you not remember? Then what am I supposed to say?
Do you remember?
Well, they were in... Oh, was it the camel story?
Oh yeah, it was the camel
It was the
story.
camel story, right.
Where
Okay.
Evie got smacked on the bus by a camel.
By a camel. Okay. So, after their big, long trip... Okay, so once upon a time, Evie, Shmee Schmeckle, Yusu, Pimple Jr. were all on the bus. And they had finally gotten back to Dakar. Now, they got back and they collapsed into their hotel. Now, whatever shall we do? Should we stay... Wait, do it again. Should we stay in Dakar? Should we go somewhere else? Should we go home? Pimple Jr. did not want to go home. He was a little frog with a big mission. See every country in the world. So far, it was going pretty well. He's been quite an adventurer. He picked up some pretty great skills. So they decided to call their best friend, Thomas.
Oh,
Shmee Schmeckle picked up the phone. Ring, ring, ring. Is Thomas
No.
there?
Yes, hello. Hi.
So, Thomas,
Yes.
we just had lots of adventures in Senegal. Where do you think we should go? Pimple Jr. wants to go to the moon, but I don't think we can go there yet. And Evie kind of wants to go home, but she'd be down with going somewhere else, and I want to go everywhere. Also, Yusu might be coming with us, but I'm not sure. What do you want to do?
Maybe you could go to Antarctica.
Antarctica? Shmee Schmeckle thought about this. Hey, Evie, do you want to go to Antarctica? Evie, is it nice there? They looked at Yusu. Yusu went, I've never been to Antarctica. Can he fly a plane? Said Evie. Maybe, said Shmee Schmeckle. They looked at Yusu. It was better than them, because they definitely could not fly a plane. Evie thought some more. I think I'd be down with going to Antarctica, but only for a little bit. Because there's no donuts there. And I quite like the donuts. They just have penguins. Who are rather squishy to eat. So, then they found a plane. Apparently Yusu's brother's cousin's friend had a plane. So they jumped in the plane and they got Yusu behind the controls. And Evie, Shmee Schmeckle, and Pimple Jr. piled into the back seat and off they went. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, bum-bum, bum-bum, ba-dum, into the sky. It was kind of a shaky takeoff and Evie almost jumped out. But it was okay. So they are up in the sky. Bye, Senegal! Yelled Shmee Schmeckle. I love you, Senegal! Yelled Shmee Schmeckle. Bye, Abdul! Said Evie.
Bye, other Abdul.
Pimple Jr. was sad that he couldn't learn more cool African dance moves. But it was okay. He was going to learn how to dance like a penguin. What are you doing?
African dance move.
Don't think those are African dance moves, but that's okay.
Here, sorry, my friends. Just keep eating.
Okay. So then, off they went across oceans and oceans of, obviously oceans of water. And they could see dolphins that would be jumping out of the ocean.
Okay, I'm back. Wait. Pause break.
Pause
I'll
break.
show you my friend's napkin dance. Hey, wait. Just show it on me right now.
I'm not sure what that has to do with the story.
They're dances. It's the napkin dance.
Just to be clear, this is not an African dance.
Well, now it is.
I know. I don't know. I don't know what it is. Anyway, so they flew, and then suddenly Evie turned and looked at Shmee Shmeckle. Shmee Shmeckle. What? Said Shmee Shmeckle. Did you bring any chips? Shmee Shmeckle looked into his bag. I do not have chips. Did you bring any apples? Said Evie. Shmee Shmeckle looked in his bag. No apples. Treats? Said Evie. Shmee Shmeckle looked. No treats. Evie turned around and stared at Shmee Shmeckle right in the face. Shmee Shmeckle, said Evie, did you bring any food? Shmee Shmeckle looked down. I have a granola bar, said Shmee Shmeckle. Evie sniffed it. There's raisins in it, said Evie. What kind of person eats raisins in their granola bars? I do, said Shmee Shmeckle. See, I ate half of it. And if you aren't nice to me, I'm going to eat the other half. Well, someone's going to have to eat the other half, said Evie. We're going to another country with no people and no food.
Actually, there are people in Antarctica.
Oh, really?
But very few people.
I think just science-y people.
Who do you think they are?
Who do you think they are?
With normal lives that go to normal schools in Antarctica.
I'm pretty sure that's not right.
Maybe they make like tunnels that snow can't get into.
What are the tunnels made out of?
Metal. But they're still cold.
Secret underground Antarctica people. FYI, that's maybe a thing. But anyway, so they were flying and flying, and Evie... Evie's stomach started rumbling. Rumble. Is that how stomachs sound? But suddenly, look!
It's
said Shmee Shmeckle. They saw
land.
They saw land. Big, white, snowy paper land. Whoa, said Shmee Shmeckle. Whoa, said Evie. Yusu started lowering the plane like this. Tuck, 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 tuck. He was not very good at flying planes, but somehow he was doing it.
No, it was Yusu's friend's... No, it was like Yusu's niece's friend's brother that was flying the plane.
No, it was his brother's cousin's friend's plane. He borrowed the plane.
Oh, I thought the person was driving it.
No. So anyway,
I want to drive a plane.
As they got closer and closer to the ground, they saw glaciers and narwhals and whales. Evie almost touched one with her little paw, and Pimple Jr. almost wanted to jump in and start swimming with all the beautiful creatures they were seeing. Except for the one thing that the water was really, really cold. So finally, with a burst and a start, they landed in Antarctica.
Yep.
Evie looked up at the sky. It was starting to snow.
Oh, no.
She looked over at Shmee Shmeckle. Shmee Shmeckle? Shmee Shmeckle was
boat.
chomping on the last half of his raisin granola bar. What? Shmee Shmeckle looked at him. Did you bring a coat, Shmee Shmeckle? Shmee Shmeckle looked down. They had just come from Africa, which, even though it wasn't as hot as you'd think it'd be, was still kind of hot. He was wearing shorts. Short sleeve shirt. He looked in his bag. I have a glove, said Shmee Shmeckle. Would you like it? Evie looked at Shmee Shmeckle. Does it look like I have hands, Shmee Shmeckle? You do know I'm a dog, right? Like you see my paws. Do I have fingers? No fingers here. Keep your silly glove and your silly half a raisin granola.
I thought he ate the rest of it.
He's still eating it.
Oh.
Okay, so Shmee Shmeckle. And you finished the rest of the granola. So Evie stepped out onto Antarctica and looked around. What do you think she saw?
Miles and miles of snow.
Nothing. There was just nothing. For miles. So you're right, there was snow. For miles and miles and miles of absolutely nothing. Yusu looked out too. He stepped down. He touched the ground with his hand. He went like this. Okay. And then he got back into the airplane, closed the lid, and sat in there, shivering. Evie walked around. Pimple Jr. hopped out. Ooh! He was sticking to the ice a little bit. I don't want to stick to the ice. So, with a harder hop, he hopped back onto Evie's head. There were no penguins that he could learn cool dance moves from here.
Oh, no.
They did not see any penguins.
Do I look pale?
Yes.
But the way
Shmee Shmeckle looked around with he put on his one glove and he touched the snow. His tummy started rumbling, even though he already had his granola bar. He turned in a circle.
That's nothing.
Well, said Evie, time to go! So everyone jumped back into the airplane. And they took off. All of them were shivering. Evie looked over at Shmee Shmeckle. Next time, don't bring a silly granola bar. Bring like a coat, okay? Okay, said Shmee Shmeckle. Let's stop in the next place, wherever, said Evie. I'm so cold and so hungry. Yusu nodded. So cold, so hungry. All right. So the little group soared over the Antarctic ocean, or the oceans near the Antarctic, and they soared until all of the snowy land was far out of sight. The end.
What? What? How can you do that?
The end.